Проверка раз, два, три.
Проверка раз, два, три.
Do I believe she's trying? Так, еще раз. Раз, два, три, раз, два, три. Что-то как будто бы тихо. Раз, два. Раз. Да, я вроде нормально. Вроде бы нормально. Ну что ж, всем доброго времени суток. Продолжим прохождение Алана Уэйка. Ускоримся, наверное, чтобы я успел до отпуска все пройти. До окончания отпуска. Вперед, вперед. Там возле машинки остановились, по-моему. Да. Не успеешь. Почему? Ай. Ай. Да вы что угораете? Да, вы что угораете? Можно жестко фармить фраги. Да, еще. Говорить. Осталось 4 дня, у меня еще 6 дней. Выходные как бы тоже считаются днями отдыха. Так что, увы. Так, здесь вроде как ничего, да? Да, привет, Катюш. Точила. Можем взять другую точилу. Жестко дрифтуем. Так, секундочку. Опля. Туда его. Ой. А наверху они еще стоят. Ой. Ой. Преимущественно на дороге ачивка получена. За то, что я сбил их, если я правильно помню. Так, сюда невозможно проехать. Ничего, да. Что ничего, да? Так, а тут что? А, окей. Так. Это, подожди, это то самое место, где мы были в самом начале? Здесь, на самом начале этого уровня? Серьезно? Ну-ка. Да. Это, ребят, то самое место. Тут пёсю украли. Все понятно. Тачка дымится, может другую взять? Эту можно взять? Не можно. А господи. Какое кривое. Где? А, вороны, точно. Так, погодите, а сколько у меня вообще? Еще 2 страниц не хватает. Ладно, все равно типа за раз не соберу все коллектаблсы, их тут очень много. Как-то неадекватно много, я бы сказал. На самом деле.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Вот. Мужики. Мужики.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need... a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. Not, well, get me?
Yes, yes, I get you.
Oh shit.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Ну-ка. Тек. Так. Ура!
Barry, you can open the door now. They're gone.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
Здорово, Денис. Здорово, бро.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Did you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon.
Ох, ёлки-палки.
Welcome to the old
Good girl.
Да. Игру максимум выкрутил, больше не получится, к сожалению.
Previously on Alan Wake.
Я тут сижу, заслушался
Alice
музыку.
has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Не, музяка хороша, да. Выкуп.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff.
Именно на эту песню по правам не будут. Так меня за коконат, короче, это... За коконаты за In Dreams в первом стриме, короче, убрали. Стрим мне пришлось вырезать дорожку.
Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get
Ой, да это пофигу на самом
Well,
деле. Не
you
очень
ain't wrong,
важно.
mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold back.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called
Томас Зейн.
Thomas Zane.
Запомните имя, фамилию Томас Зейн. Это нам пригодится.
Couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
Дятел.
Just follow me. It's not far.
Да я осматриваюсь, мне нужны записки, термосы, мужик. Лучше подскажи мне, где их найти.
Listen, I got things to do. This place don't run itself.
Вон термос вижу.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Тут пылесосит, что ли?
Oh, give me a break, mister. Can we just get a move on?
Yes. Пара-пара-пара. Где действует нервы этому мужику? Давай, ковыляй. Там сталкер уже превзошел метку в лидерах продаж 9-е, что ли, место, или 8-е у него, там что-то такое. Там все, у Дэдпи, короче, в его ТГшке постоянно об этом пишут. Стан русофобов пополняется.
Drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met. Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Тут никаких приколов нету больше. Зачем такие огромные пространства делать без какого-либо вообще наполнения хоть чем-либо? Кажется, это немножко странно. Ну ладно, это геймдизайн конца нулевых, как бы, что поделать, начала 10-х годов. В принципе, очень много вещей делали, лишь бы просто заполнить пустоту. У меня запас видео, к сожалению, сталкер. Все же будешь стримить? Если и буду, то только пиратку. Покупать такое я не буду.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Да. Да вон она уже за дверью стоит, вижу, видно.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake.
А чё она такая безэмоциональная?
I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What?
Она их усыпила.
What?
Ее захватила тьма.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
Тут до ночи, что ли, лежали?
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Посмотрите, какой у нее тут уголок. Жесть. Она супер фанат. О, Барри.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Что с ней такое?
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
Нифига тут.
Right. I deserve more money.
А она что? А где оружие мое? Второй части розы побольше. А, там тоже есть?
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time.
Рендеризуем позицию.
That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Интересно. Я вообще, кстати, моментами видел геймплей второго Alan Wake, там реально ни с того ни с сего какие-то скримеры появляются. Вообще, хз почему. Может, как-то обоснованно будет.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Calmer, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had a, argument with Danny. You know, Danny.
Сейчас узнаем, о чем он.
Then I get in trouble with the law, you know, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, you know, he's, Danny's my best friend, and...
Я тут жду один Avengers. Фига, он там просто жестко набуханный, походу. Это не тот чувак, который сидел и просил включить свет. Это, по-моему, тот чувак, который темноты боялся в этом, в обезьяннике.
Good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure?
Тоже за ночь, наверное, не добавилось приколов. Не, я думаю, что нет.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
Чувствую.
God knows what you've done to that poor girl. This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
А чё не по нему стреляет-то вдруг, что он сделал? Что он сделал в том-то и прикол?
I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Oh my god!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
У меня нет ни пистолета, ничего. О, нет. Что нас ждет? Темная сущность спит.
The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry...
Рок-звезды потревожили сон, который я... Рок-звезды, в смысле, это эти Old Gods of Asgard, что ли? Это эти Тор и Один? Seriously? А как это взаимосвязано? Ой-ой-ой, здесь темная сущность уже правит. О май гад. Не, машина просто перевернулась у меня. Ее кто-то толкнул. Ой. Там полицейских, походу, утилизируют.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Бигфут, ребят. Это все реально Бигфут. Бигфут back in town. Ёптить. Ворон атаковали вертолет. Походу удачно. Он на скалу упал. Жесть. Amazing. Жестко, жестко.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
Так, мне туда надо. Мне туда надо. Мне такая вышка напоминает, знаете, какую игру? Days Gone. Там была такая же вышка. Кайфовая.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what are you doing? Come on! Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know what I mean? Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Вот кроватка. Уютная. Так, здесь вроде бы ничего.
I imagine that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
О, во-первых, термос.
Generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
В смысле, я только что его починил. Нормально. Это починка. Все равно генератор приказал долго жить. Обидно. Обидненько. Без фонаря пистолета тяжко. Так, видите, может у меня чат завис. Просто не вижу, что вы пишете. А, не, вы ничего не писали. Нормально. То мало ли. Игра сама по себе должна быть темной. Да, конечно. Разумеется. Если тень страшная тут от дерева. О. Нормально он меня нарычал. Слишком темный. Мне посветлее игру взял. Я могу посветлее сделать. Что мне на экране вообще хорошо видно. Пойдет. Ну, смотри. Не. Флешки есть. Антураж тогда не тот будет. А ты шаришь, получается. О, полицейские. Бум. Кинул гранату. Что в жопу?
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10-15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Да. О, страничка. Что происходит? Куда их? Темная сущность коснулась Роуз.
Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
С кайфом прям. Да. I've never seen the life set free. And when the whispers can escape. Есть, кстати, песня у Poets of the Fall. Называется Poet and the Muse. Как раз тоже посвященная Алану Уэйку, на самом деле. Игре имеется в виду. О. Что за приколы? Так. Все, мы в безопасности. Тебе уже не так страшно из этой игры? Ну, честно, бывало страшнее. Были игры страшнее, но мне просто раньше она страшной казалась. Сейчас он так, умеренно. Звуки, конечно, стрёмные бывают, но не более. Такие. Атмосфера прикольная. О, разваливается как следует. Так, надо подойти вон к полицейской машине, я считаю. Что тут? Тут ничего нету, ни термоса, ничего. Чао. Ран. телефоник. Так.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Фига, у него здесь кайфово.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lord. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks. I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Когда будет вот.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so
Попозже.
glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt her.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everyone calm down.
Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Что с ним такое? Опять какой-то задница.
I'd fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Nightingale
stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Да потому что он конченый какой-то, как этот чел вообще до ФБР дослужился. Вообще неуравновешенный, стреляет во всех, кого не попадя. Чокнутый. О. Сюда, ребят, давайте, давайте. Все. О, потрошки. Че уже? Не такие крутые. Я только что слышал кого-то, как будто бы. А вот они. В молоко. Ачивка получена. Патронов не то чтобы много, кстати. Так. Он просто как... Так филигранно скатится уже не в первый раз. Ну да. Профессионал. Что с него взять? А куда я наверх улажу? Мне же на самом деле не туда надо. А куда я поднимаюсь? Но все-таки... Да офигеть, нифига, я далеко поднимаюсь. До этой радиомачты прям. Разумеется, ради страниц. Уолтер дерется с Дэнни.
But what stumbled back in was something else. Something alien. A monster. Walter tried to kill it. First with his fists, then a chair. It wouldn't die. Instead, it kept coming. Unaffected by the beating it had taken. After Walter managed to kick it down the cellar stairs, fear took over. He ran. Got behind the wheel. Gunned the engine. The booze wouldn't make him forget. But he knew he had to try.
Нет, мне точно не сюда. Я просто сюда залез ради странички. Немного лора. Ну и в принципе все. По сути-то говоря. Сейчас будем спускаться вниз обратно. Find the lady overnight and take it in the sky. Let's have a days of mystery. Я хочу реально Pulse of the Fall уже послушать. Да. Только мне за них жестко, наверное, стрейканут. Ну ладно, пофигу. Хотя бы на стриме разок можно послушать. Нормалдаки. Бежи. Меня не сильно глухо слышно, то есть нормально? Или прям плохо-плохо? Почему нормально? Просто все так по-разному говорят. Так. The darkness control the taken. Тьма контролирует. Овладею. О. Тихо. Да я стрельнуть хочу, помогите. Настройку-то прям до идеала довести уши. Ну ладно. Хочу ачивку просто получить сейчас. Одним махом 4 пробивах. Кстати, блин, название ачивки, если честно. Не, я серьезно говорю, одним махом 4 прибивахом. Это прям название ачивки. Я серьезно. Так, револьверный патрон — это важно. Что они быстро умирают. Ну, я серьезно. Зачем мне обманывать? Уэйк атакует бульдозер.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me. Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Товарняк. Ну, слушайте, у меня патронов так-то немало.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. He keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Уэйк атакует державный объект.
Wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Интересно. Слева дом какой-то был, посмотреть. Проклятый старый дом. Будь как и дома, путник, я ни в чем не откажу. Я ни в чем не откажу. Так, патроны revolvers Patronums. Это было внезапно.
could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Следуй.
That was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Туда ее. О, хорошо. Замечательно. Ой. Увека темно слышать, да?
Door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Пока не ясно. Так, ладно, здесь ничего больше нет вроде как. Там мы откуда спустились. Я рад, что тут еще локации, в принципе, видны, все, которые нам доступны для посещения.
Stephen King had been a source of
О, Стивен
inspiration to
Кинг.
me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
У меня теперь мощный фонарик есть. Слава богу. У меня есть фонарик. Чпоник. Сюда я не залезу. О. Big Dick, guys. Пугал меня. Так. На свету ты можешь хранить. Да ну, серьезно? Никогда бы не подумал, спустя уже больше половины игры, наверное, что я могу их ранить на это на свету. Удивительное наблюдение. О, Bright Falls сейчас будем смотреть. Ой, Night Falls.
Too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least I... What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
Что происходит? Ой. Происходит.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you.
Не, ну пока что с квантовым бессмертием был самая лучшая серия сейчас. Я буду оценивать эти серии от 1 до 10. Это, короче, на 6, наверное, на 5. Она какая-то совсем простая. А вот с квантовым бессмертием хотя бы рофильная. Так. Ой-ка, такую темная сущность. Сколько еще осталось страниц? И около меня.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Так. Нормально. Heavy Metal, уничтожили бульдозер. Между... Чё? Между чем? Я дофига как будто бы в него слил. Приколов. Что такое пиап? А, спать. Все, да я сейчас тоже скоро уже закончу. Я просто думал раньше, типа, что я буду по эпизоду проходить, но они слишком длинные. Не умещаются. А ты успеешь завтра погулять с Данечкой утром? Хотя ладно, Чё я лезу? В конце концов, все уже взрослые люди. В конце концов, я им доверяю. Поэтому все нормально. Тебя разбудить?
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
Конечно.
The coal mine wasn't far now.
Забота. Сюда. Ну что, я думаю, здесь и остановимся, в принципе. В следующей серии завтрашней будем уже идти в шахту, в угольную. Вот. Поэтому всем огромное спасибо, что были здесь сегодня. Катюша, Денис, Артем. Отдельно. Поэтому всем до завтрашней ближайшей новой встречи.